Oh, God. Turn it off! Ferocious beast! Have you no respect for your fellow human being? Valentine's Day is nigh. Feels like we haven't even passed Christmas that far. Now, someone wants you to participate in some other holiday that they turned into a scam. They want you to pretend, like a job interview. Sucks even more for some because you already know that person. Still, they want you to treat them like they are something special. Damn old Rihanna. Turn it off! That's more greed than an American politician. Keep in mind, this is the easiest time of the year to get scammed by a hungry brokey.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
So don't go broke thinking that you're impressing someone. You don't buy a car before you test drive it, do ya? So you really shouldn't be spending money on people you don't know, unless you're trying to get a tax write-off. And more than likely, Mr. Nickel is not stingy with his pickle. You were probably picked up in his vehicle. The least you can do is give him a drizzle from your whittle-diddle. Let me shut up a sec.
Another one.
I'm dropping bars like I'm back in the booth. I'll summarize the origin of Valentine's Day for you, because if you really cared about Valentine's Day, you wouldn't be trying to scam or trying to get some free food. Not even pets get free food, based on Michael Vick's history. I hope you're already on a date when you watch this, so it can make you realize how fake you are. Valentine's Day belongs to a saint known as Valentines, who was born in the 3rd century Roman Empire. That's right, folks. He was a real saint. Not an actor, unlike most of you. And guess what else? He died a saint also. Just like Jesus, he was killed for his preachings. Yep, you heard it right. Valentine's Day is not about you. You're just a romance scammer. Fast forward to the Middle Ages. There was a clout-chasing English poet by the name of Geoffrey Chaucer. And Mr. Chaucer wrote a poem called The Parliament of Fowls. In that poem, he made it seem like Valentine's Day was a day that birds come together to find a mate. Now, I'm thinking the same as you, totally unrelated to St. Valentines. Not to mention that at the time he wrote the poem, there was a very high illiteracy rate. So people needed someone literate to read the poem to them.
Stupid!
Going back to the Roman Empire, when St. Valentines was buried, it was on the 14th of February. After his funeral, the Lutheran Church held a massive feast to commemorate the life of St. Valentines. Now we're going back to the future, to the medieval times, to the time of your favorite poet, Geoffrey Chaucer. He dropped better bars than all of your favorite Chirac rappers. The writings of Geoffrey Chaucer infused Valentine's Day with an air of poetic romance, much like how your favorite love song makes you want to get naked. I did not say like popping mollies, you beast, and not completely naked either. If that's a wig, just keep it on. So this is how Mr. Chaucer changed Valentine's Day. He probably didn't even intend to do that. Probably started with some scammer like you, preying on someone's desire for real love. Glad to see people catching on, leaving the scammers at the table with the bill. By the way, I absolutely love oysters, but you don't hear slurping when I eat them.
Y'all want a fourth one?
By the 17th century, the exchange of love notes and tokens became a passionate affair in England. Handwritten expressions of love paved the way for the sensual and intimate celebrations we now indulge in. As Valentine's Day crossed the Atlantic, it embraced the seductive allure of the Victorian era. Basically, the Americans turned it into business. Elaborate cards and mysterious messages intensified the air of passion and desire. In the 20th century, love became a symphony of desires, with greeting card companies, florists, and chocolatiers orchestrating the harmonious celebration we know today. Is that Lena the plug? Did she get pawned off again? From the cost of this, a plug may be involved. In the present day, Valentine's Day is all messed up, and only the scammers benefit from it. Celebrating Valentine's Day is like throwing a party with all your food stamps and not having any food after the party. Still horny. I mean hungry, huh? Sucks, doesn't it? From sensual dinners to intimate getaways, you're supposed to embrace the essence of love in all its passionate forms. But honestly, if you choose to go down that rabbit hole, I wish for you to have an authentically good time, with deep connections and love everlasting. Think out of the box for a moment, and not like all the other guys picking foreign wives abroad. Congratulations, you brave chum. You're so special. Good idea deciding to gamble in this casino with less than a 1% win rate. Even Prince Harry and Tyrese Gibson didn't win at this game, and both those guys have the infinite money glitch. But you, Mr. Nickel with the pickle, playing love with a fiddle, are so different. You got this! This is all you, baby boy! Just need to be aware of a few things to make sure that your Valentine's Day goes well. And if it starts to go south, cover your bread before it goes stale. Firstly, don't use your phone at any time if it's not an emergency. Don't let someone tell you there is an emergency when all the food is finished either. Don't get caught lacking by some scammer. Next, if your date arrives with a friend, you should be making your way away from them immediately, unless you're taking it from different directions, or you were born with two pickles. Pay attention here, buckwheat. There should be no more than you and your date. No exceptions. Imagine this. You're expecting a cozy one-on-one evening, and suddenly it turns into a group hangout. Awkward, right?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And finally, the most awkward of all, being silent. If you're such a bird brain, like the fowls in Chaucer's poem,
Idiot!
you need to find something more important than TikTok on your free time. You came here to connect with someone, not just stare at each other. So if you didn't have anything to talk about, why did you come on the date in the first place? You're not celebrating Valentine'S, which means that you have already disregarded a real Valentine's Day. But best of wishes for you. And like Adam22 does with his wife, share this with everyone.
You what?
Oh, no.
Fatality.
No.